All right, we're back for another episode with Jeel for Flavor Frontier. But this one's not about going to a restaurant. This one's not about having something salty. This one is about having something sweet because this episode is all about candy. Now, candy, you say? Well, for me, it would have to be Watermelon Sour Patch Kids. No, that's it. They're the best. But it's not about me. I'm going to pass along to Jeel. She's going to talk about candies today. We're going to hear about her favorites, maybe get some inside scoop on what you should be eating that maybe you're not. And without further ado, I'm going to pass it along to her.
In today's episode, we talked about different candies and then we rated them from 1 to 10. On this episode, we are going to do some random candy rating out of 1 through 10. And I have tried all of these before, so I know what all of them taste like. Hey everyone, welcome back to Flavor Frontier. I'm Jeel. Each week we talk about different foods and cool new things to try. We would talk about foods depending on the week's category. This week we will rate candy from a scale of 1 to 10. This is episode 3 for May 13, 2025. Whether you're eating chips from the bag, doing your homework, or just chilling, you pick my podcast to listen to, and I really appreciate that. To all the new audience, you're going to be hearing something really fun. So if this is your first time listening to my podcast, this podcast, Flavor Frontier, is a podcast about food. I talk about different foods, from candy to meals. I pick a different category each week about food, and we discuss it. We talk about how good it is, or we rate it out of 10. I also pick a mini activity like a BuzzFeed quiz or making like a ranking list. So sometimes I even rank my topics. You can even comment on how well you thought the food was. I will let you know later in the show how to get in touch. For all those listeners who are familiar with this podcast, welcome back. And for all those listeners who are tuning in for the first time, enjoy. So last episode we talked about fast food restaurants. Then later on, we made a list and ranked a set of fast food restaurants from a slideshow that I made by random. And I think that was about it. So what is your favorite candy? Let me know in the comments. So my favorite candy, I have a lot. I definitely love Sour Patch Kids. And I'm not really sure if M&Ms count, but I like those too. I love Airheads and Smarties. There's so many candies that I love, but I can't really think of them right now. So I'm going to say sorry. So I get a lot of candy during Halloween, and so does my brother. And then me and my friends, when we're done trick-or-treating, we usually trade candies, like the ones we love. And I always trade for the Hershey's or Kit Kats, and we just keep going. So last Halloween, I went to have a candy, but then I noticed that the bag had nothing left in there. And I was super mad because I was really wanting to enjoy it. I was really wanting one so badly. Alright, so now let's rate some candy. So I listed a bunch of candies. I'm not really wanting to eat right now, because it's really early. So the first one is Smarties. I would give that an 8 because it's really good, but not that great. Okay, so the next on the list is Airheads. I'd give Airheads a 9 because they're really good. I like them, and then I like how they're really sour and they taste really good. The next one on the list is Swedish Fish. I don't really like Swedish Fish because they're I just don't like the taste of them. They feel so chewy and stuff, and I don't really like it. After that, it's Sour Patch. I think I'll give Sour Patch a 9 or an 8 because they taste really sour and they taste really good. And lastly, it's Jelly Bean. I think I'd give Jelly Beans a 6, a 5 or 6 because I think they're they kind of taste weird, to be honest. Okay, so your goal for this week is, get out there and try some new candy. I would love to hear from you. What is your favorite candy and why? Let me know in the comments on your favorite podcast or music app by searching Herrick Studios. I think we are just about out of time on our episode 3. Information about this show and more can be found on Twitter and Instagram with the name @Herrick Studios. You can find this podcast on your favorite app by searching for Herrick Studios. If you would like to leave us a review, please do so on Apple Podcasts and we might read it on the show. This podcast is a production of Herrick Studios, Mr. Height, and the Content Creation Foundation's 8th grade elective. The views and opinions expressed in this recordings do not necessarily reflect the views or position of Herrick School District. That's going to do it for me. I'll see you next time. Bye.